Crawl. I went into this movie thinking, it's not going to be that great, but it's good for an evening. You know, it'll give me something to do. But it surprised me. This movie was actually pretty good. It wasn't like super terrifying, but it had a few good jump scares. It's about alligators in Florida. So for me, that's like a documentary more than a movie because, you know, I know about alligators in Florida, from Florida. So when the movie starts, it's a little slow, but only for a few minutes. And then it's got a slow burn that instead of like a 2/3 of the movie slow burn, it's like 10 minutes. And then it starts to pick up and it gives you a little backstory on the actual girl, Kayla Scardella, or however you pronounce that name. I know I said it wrong. It's her and Barry Pepper, and Barry Pepper is pretty good. I've seen him in some stuff, way back, and I was always like, this guy, he should be a big star, I always thought. And he's back now in a pretty good movie. He doesn't get a chance to do a lot in the movie because it's about his daughter saving him from the alligators. So, but I liked it. I liked the movie. I liked it. So, what had happened was you get a girl who's on a swim team, a state swim team, who has to go rescue her father, who's in the basement of a house that's slowly being flooded because it's hurricane season in Florida and, houses flood. Water's rising, he's stuck in the basement. Unfortunately for them, there's an alligator down there, maybe more. And they have to get out of the basement while the water's rising. I mean, the alligator's on the ground, but while the water's rising, now the alligator can swim, and it's a lot faster, and it's crazy dangerous. It was a really good movie with a lot of good jump scares. Alligator pops out. There's like a time when, she's like flashing the light looking for it and you can see its eyes. And it looks like a monster, like a demon. And that's real. If you were in Florida or wherever alligators are and you see them in the middle of the night and you flash the lights on them, their eyes glow. Spooky. So they've got to get out of the basement and then try to avoid the hurricane, which is happening outside also. The thing that I didn't understand, I didn't really, I'm not a doctor, but I've fallen before. So I'm wondering, there's a couple of things that happen without giving too many things away. I mean, it's a movie about alligators. It's predominantly about two people. There's a couple of other people that are in the movie, but not really for long. And the alligator, if you've seen the preview, you know that she gets bit twice at least. And I'm thinking, I've seen big alligators. You don't get bit twiise and just get up and walk away. She gets bit and she's running and jumping and swimming, and I'm like, you just got bit. How do you still have your arm or your leg or whatever? Yeah, that should have been ripped off. I didn't understand that part because it's like in the movies where the hero gets shot and he bandages it up and all of a sudden he ain't shot no more. It's like his arm can work regular and everything. It's kind of, they did that, and that's not accurate. But aside from that, it was a pretty good movie. It was a pretty solid movie. I really enjoyed it. I can't tell you a lot because there's only really two people in a basement trying to get out of a basement where there's some collateral damage because of these alligators and stuff. And, you got to get out. And it's crawl, so the alligators crawl. They never really crawled. They only swam. But there's a part where they're like in the water and they get up on the land and the alligator's behind them and it stops. And I'm thinking, nah. If it wanted you, it would have chased you up on land. They're pretty fast on the land too. So somehow the alligators could only be in the water. And there's another part where they're like, if we don't move, it don't splash, they won't get us. Nah, that ain't true. Cause that's just like, walking through, Africa and you see a lion and you're like, don't move. It'll only attack us if we run. And that ain't true. It sees you, it's coming to get you. But, aside from a few little things like that, it was a really good movie. But that's what I thought. More importantly, what did you think? Did you like the movie? Have you seen it? What's your favorite Predator movie? Let's talk about it in the comments. And as always, if you like the movie, if you like the content, subscribe. And then like.
Get your popcorn, fast boy.